This is the empire known as Unova United. Unova United came from the region Unova following a worldwide war and land grab. The population remains patriotic and supports further expansion, and it has taken most of New York and Pennsylvania, having expanded from just around New York City. The economy has suffered a bit over the 4 years of the war, and the war is unfortunately still going. Stricter government has been implemented to cut down on criminals, and the military has expanded, as well as the police force, to deal with such. The government is a three-branch democracy, much like in the United States, consists of a legislative, judiciary, and executive branch. The president is elected by the population directly, and they generally serve 5 years per term. There is no term maximum, but the terms cannot be consecutive. The president usually chooses their cabinet members and high-ranking officials, but they must be run by the High Court, which consists of 9 members, and it's the highest court in Unova United. Trade routes such as Route 18 and Route 4 bring supplies and goods to important cities in the heart of UU, and highways such as I-90 and I-81 are popular for the whole region. Imported goods include precious metals, electricity, oil, gas, tin and copper, as well as medicinal supplies, and they export stone, advanced technology, wood, paper, airplane parts, jewelry, and art. And this is a map of what used to be the base Unova region. However, it's now known as U Central. Learning in art is extraordinarily valued even during war. There are plenty of public schools, including trainer schools. Universities such as Columbia and St. John's are promoted, and loans are easily accessible for everybody. Laboratories such as Professor Juniper's lab and the Weather Lab offer internships. And for art, plenty of sporting and battling institutes are in UU. Those are all considered art. And art schools such as Cooper Union and Cornell University offer scholarships. Architecture, typical rural houses are outside the cities, and in the large cities, which are quite numerous, they consist of a lot of skyscrapers, very, very sleek designs. By the oceans and rivers, there are lots of docks. The whole of UU feels reminiscent of a city with patches of wilderness throughout. Many diverse people live in the region, and everybody is given equal opportunities. The population is encouraged as a whole to accept different races, religions, genders, sexualities, and so on. However, people from the regions that UU are currently at war with face some discrimination. All crimes are swiftly persecuted when possible, and victims and criminals are treated with the same regard despite their backgrounds. The legacy that UU wishes to leave behind include the art of battle, which is rotation battling, where each Pokemon shifts in turn. The Battle Subway, the League, and the Academy are all very popular tourist destinations and show how much skill a trainer has, as well as triple battling, which is an incredibly hard format to master. They hope to be victorious in the worldwide war. They're currently allied with Johto, and they wish to stop the injustices in Kanto and Sinnoh to bring balance to the world, because it coincides with Unova United's main belief system of truths and ideals meeting for balance and justice. And socially just, UU takes pride in how well-oiled the justice system runs. It tries to keep all laws, government organizations, and so on very fair and impartial, even though they are currently at war. Some contemporary issues include the worldwide war, obviously. Unova Johto are allied with Kalos, and they're fighting off Kanto, Sinnoh, and Alola with various human injustices. Hoenn is split into 2 parts, and most of these regions are based off of Japan, as well as France and Hawaii, actually. And then the Team Plasma Resurgence. Team Plasma is a terrorist organization using legendary Pokemon to try and take over the region for their own benefit, for money, or for their very twisted beliefs. Police officers are receiving extra training to deal with the team because they are very skilled at battling. And the regional guard is also getting pulled. However, with the war and all the drafting into that to try and, stop it, the police force is dwindling, so a smaller draft is going on to pull in more officers and peacekeepers. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.